Welcome back. Your loose lineup today, alongside me, Jackie Brambles, is Coleen Nolan, Jane McDonald and Sherrie Hewson. OK, journalist Terence Blacker has written a heartfelt plea to mothers in the Independent newspaper this week to encourage their sons to take up the guitar. He says, "Mamas, if your babies grow up and play the guitar, it will take them to some strange and interesting places. They'll be invited to more parties and they'll probably get more sex." But is this true? Do men who can pluck a few strings do it for you? Coleen?
Oh, yes, they do. It's true. It's all true. They end up in strange places married to me. I have to say, there's something very, very attractive about musicians, or it's just, oh, you know.
What is it?
It's the guitar.
I don't know. Well, the guitar, you know, when Ray just sits down, just for no reason, just picks up a guitar and he just starts playing the most beautiful, whether it's classical or pop or whatever, he starts playing music and singing, and you think, doesn't matter what he's done or how much I've hated him, at, you know, 2 seconds before, I think, take me now. But he doesn't. He carries on playing the guitar. But yes, it's just very... And the funny thing is that the majority of time I've been out, always, and had relationships with musicians. I've got my own band. I'm just missing a bass player.
Are you? Rhythm section, everything?
Yes, drums.
Saxophone?
Drums, guitar.
Sax?
Keyboards. No, oh, you see, that's my favourite
like
instrument.
sax?
Yeah, that'll be my next marriage.
Yeah.
But yes, well, you know, John.
Well, what can I say, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going out with the drummer as we speak. Well, not right now, obviously, but yes, there is something very attractive about
It's
a
not
man...
the same with the drummer, though, Jane.
Oh, I don't know.
Because when they sit down, it's like someone building a shed.
Oh, I don't know. They can bang very well, I think.
Hey!
Hey! Did I just
rhythm.
say that out loud? No, there is something... I think talent is an aphrodisiac.
Yes.
You know,
Oh,
and,
yes.
you know, you can look at some right ugly mingers, but if they can... Oh, let's be honest.
If they can bang out a tune.
You know, if they can bang out...
Look at Pavarotti. Now, you wouldn't have looked at me if he'd have been a dustbin man, would you?
No, well, no.
But because he could sing, he was one of the sexiest men in the world.
Was he?
No.
Oh.
He did do...
He was a great singer, I'll give you that, but no.
No.
Really?
No.
Oh, I thought it was
Not if he sang and played the guitar at the same time. No.
Not even if he sang
a certain
the
limit.
guitar naked.
Oh! Definitely not.
Definitely
Some
not.
things are left
What
best
about
in
for you,
imagination.
musicians, Sherrie?
Oh,
Have you ever been out
yes,
with
give me a
musicians?
I can't even say it. Magician. A magician. Everything. I can't even say it. I get so excited.
Really?
I used to go out with them all the time, you know.
Did you?
Oh, I loved a man with
I'm
an instrument,
surprised.
any instrument would do in his hand.
That's it.
Whether it was yeah, stop that. Just stop it. A guitar, a drum, a sax, a clarinet.
Oh, hello.
Oh, a clarinet.
But they're such bad boys musicians, aren't they?
Oh,
Yes,
yes,
that's
I think that's what it's about, isn't it?
Really?
Yes, I used to know one
Element
called
of
Rob
danger.
Duffy, his name was.
Oh, Rob
and
Duffy.
I used
Yeah.
to love him. He was fantastic. And I just think, you know, they just have such sex. Why is it? What is it? It's talent.
It is.
You're right.
Yeah.
Is it the
Play
fact, though, is
something.
it that they're actually good at what they do? What if you met a guitar player who was up on stage and who was a bit rubbish?
Ah.
Would that still be?
No.
So it's not the fact that they're on stage, it's the fact that they're very good at
It's
what...
what they're
it's the
talented.
talent.
It's the talent, you know. It is.
I have to say, Ray is brilliant on guitar. I have to say.
I'm glad you said on guitar.
Because, of course, your previous relationship was also with a musician.
Yes, he was a keyboard player and a sax player, actually.
Oh, was he?
Yes, Yarrick was very, very accomplished on both, I have to say.
Good on the sax.
I'm very good, yeah. He's a lovely boy, lovely man, lovely man. I'm like you, I've nearly had my own band, look, yeah.
Right, now following on from the success of her debut album, Amour, which went straight to #1 in the UK classical chart, our next guest is set to launch her second album, which includes the single Queen of the Night, which many of you footy fans will recognise as the theme to ITV's coverage of this year's Euro 2008. Away from the beautiful game, though, it's the beautiful voice of this classical soprano that's been winning over crowds all over the world. Please welcome Natasha Marsh. Beautiful. Looking gorgeous, looking radiant.
Thank you.
Anything to tell us?
Well, yes, actually.
Yes.
I'm pregnant. It's just popped out in the last kind of 3 weeks. I was absolutely fine and doing photo shoots.
It just popped out.
No, it's just...
Very calm.
Yeah, water broke, everything. No, it's just kind of, and I can't squeeze into any of my dresses anymore, so... But, well...
Oh, please tell us it were a musician.
It was.
Oh, yes.
Only way forward. I love it, you see, when he's playing his guitar or...
Really?
Guitarist, you see? Yeah, guitar or
know what
piano.
they're doing?
Was he a bad? Is he a bad boy though? Bad boy
He's
musician?
not. He's quite a good. I think he probably, you know, he's had his moments, but now we're married. He's a bit more. Well, I hope.
Where did you meet?
We met. I actually sang for him. He's a composer for television, and I sang for him. He needed a singer at the last minute, and I stepped in, and he opened the front door, and I thought, oh, he's lovely. And I think he thought the same. It kind of went from there.
Fantastic.
Did you sing in his front room, something like that?
I actually sang in his bedroom.
In his bedroom?
Did you? I did.
You didn't waste
he
any
had
time.
a microphone set up in there.
Oh,
so
not that.
That's a good story.
Been there, haven't you, love?
Oh, I've been there.
Have you?
I was pregnant by the second day.
But opera's really exciting now, isn't it? Because we think of opera... I mean, it's always been quite glamorous. I mean, you look absolutely fantastic all the time. But it wasn't accessible to the ordinary folk out there. At least that's what we thought.
Sure.
But now you've made it into... Everybody thinks it's sexy now.
Absolutely, it's changing so much
Completely.
now. And I think people always thought you had to be educated to really understand it and appreciate it. And of course, it's rubbish, all of that. If music moves you, then it moves you.
Yeah, but you're saying that you speak Italian, though, don't you?
I don't speak it fluently. I know a bit of it, and I've learnt it along the way, you know, as you study a bit. I always know what I'm singing about.
Yes.
Otherwise, I'd look a bit
Because
of
the
a
thing
plonker.
with opera is it did always have that kind of snobby appeal, didn't
Definitely.
it? Yeah.
And
It had
also
to be
this
rich
idea
and,
of having money
Mm.
and all, you know, it's for the people at the end of the day. And Pavarotti was like the defining moment when he sang Nessun Dorma on that football pitch. It was
That's
like
what changed everything,
it
didn't
was,
it, really?
yeah. And now suddenly it's the people's music, which is how it
And
should
it's
be.
very glam, isn't it? I mean, you've got, you know,
Can be.
you were just on tour with Il Divo, weren't you?
Yeah, last year did that. That was amazing.
Now then.
Great.
Now we're talking.
Now we're talking.
Guitar down.
Oh,
You know what? They're lovely.
do
They're
they
great
get? Do they
fun.
get sort of opera groupies throwing
Oh,
themselves?
loads.
Yes.
Everywhere you go. In fact, every airport we turn up at, because we were travelling. I never knew where we were. We were on an airplane every day, and we turn up, and every airport, hordes of screaming women would come at them. I was always the one at the back, you know, with the trolley with all the suitcases, saying, "I see you in the minibus." But no, but I mean, they're great,
But
fantastic.
that's changed it then, hasn't it? Instead of people being frightened of opera, they now see them as pop stars.
Yeah, they're becoming
Much
sex
more good
symbols.
looking now. You know, when I was growing up, opera singers were always, you know,
They tend to be
large
larger,
women,
and
large men, and
unapproachable.
older.
With horns on their head. A lot of the time.
And also,
isn't
you
it?
went to
And
see
braids,
opera, it was
beards.
very stiff, wasn't it?
Exactly.
There's
They
no
weren't
acting in
actresses.
that's
Exactly.
right. So
And
that's changed.
that's changing as well, yeah. You're telling a story at the end of the day, you know, you've got to be believable and...
So how long are you going to keep working for? Right up until the
As
baby
long
arrives?
as I can.
As long as you can?
Yeah,
What's,
no, definitely.
What's planned for the summer then?
I've got loads of festivals. In fact, the weather's been so bad. I did the Henley Festival last week in wellies and a glam frock.